Hey, what's going on? It's Wednesday. Whether you see us or not, it's 8:30. This is Beer Therapy. YouTube is acting like a butthole right now. And, well, it's not YouTube. It's like an outage in the area. So if you're seeing this, awesome. If you're not, I apologize. That is not anything that we can do about it. Today, we got Joe, as usual, and Chris for the channel to be named later. One day we will get a channel name out of him, but I think the channel to be named later is a good name for a channel.
I think so too.
Yeah, I think so.
But we're gonna address that name in a little bit. I was planning on going a solid 40 to an hour with Chris because he's a dude I don't know. Okay, he's a dude I didn't know about, who I'm just getting to know, and who I don't know that much about. And in doing my research and ferreting around his channel a little bit, lots of questions came up. So
you bring whatever you got. I am game for anything.
First thing we got to say, in particular, because we got one on our very screen, happy Veterans Day, and thank you to all the vets, whether they're on our screen or in the chat, for their service. For sure. Stepdad was a vet. Grandfather was a vet. And they both fought in wars. So I am all down with our boys in whatever camo they're wearing, depending on where they are in the globe. Okay. Oh.
There's Brett.
Chat's just going to look weird. You know what? I got to look at the here we go. Okay. I've got nothing on my end. Hit refresh. I can get 15 minutes in my best night. I'm here finally. All right. Hella Fat. What's up, Phil? In the house. Brett Berlin in the house. James Pershing. Ron. Watching on TV. Interesting, Ron.
Oh, cool.
We are live. Hella Fat's fired up. Eric Kennedy and Josh Ricks, are you in the house? Still don't know. All right, so Johnny Grooms, anything before we dive into Chris's guts? Anything interesting happened to you this week that was worthy of a little mention?
Someone tried to break in my car last night. Yeah,
I knew that happened.
Yep. Yeah. Some dickless asshole kid tried to break into my car last night. I actually broke into. I got two cars parked out front. He got into one, rummaged through it, but there's nothing in it because it's going to go to the junkyard. It's set to go to the junkyard this Saturday, so there's nothing in it at all. Mm-hmm. And then my new car, he pulled the door handle, and as soon as he pulled the door handle on my car, my alarm goes insane.
Nice.
And I have aftermarket air horns in mine. So it's an audio deterrent. That's its job, It's part of the alarm system. So that woke me up out of a dead cold coma sleep, and it just. So I called the cops, and then the cops were like, "All right, we'll send someone over to your house." And I was like, "Okay." I hung up the phone. I turned around. The cop car was outside my front door. Like, my count is quick. I was like, wow. Oh, shit. So he comes up to the door and he's like, oh yeah, we caught two people last night, a 17-year-old and a 22-year-old kid. They were going into everybody's cars on the block, and I was like, oh, that's so cool, you got him. And he was like, yeah, and he says, so did they get into your car? And I was like, well, they got into the one, but they didn't get into the other. And he goes, okay, well, I'll add yours to the charge list and all that stuff. So it's going to be another count of card. Breaking for them. So I was like, oh wow, okay, good. So they were caught, and because where I live is you don't really have to worry about that. Like a lot of people sleep at night with their doors unlocked.
Really?
Yeah. It's this part of town where I live in. Nobody tries anything in this part of town. We have all the cops live here in this part of town. All the cops and the firemen and all that, they all live here. So no one tries this part, But these two kids tried it, and they got caught that night. They got caught last night at 3:00 in the morning. They got caught a little later after that.
Good.
And
put them in the poke. Yeah, by the way, Eric Kennedy says, Chris, and since you're a West Coast guy, you're going to have to answer a question. He said, thank you for your service in the Civil War. Were you gray or blue in that war, Chris?
Oh, blue, because where my family was at.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I am from the Northeast, so I have to be on the Union side.
Fair enough. I claim the same. Since I'm from California and I moved to PA, I guess that makes me Union as well. Plus, I just love, sorry, Southerners who are in the chat, I just love how, man, you go down to the South and you tour some Civil War stuff, and you get an interesting new perspective. Right. But one of my favorite trivia bits about the Civil War is, and not a lot of people, unless they're war geeks, which you are, Chris, or military history geeks, know this, is Vicksburg, Mississippi surrenders on the same day everything's going down in Gettysburg. And they were so pissed, which was July 4th, by the way. And they were so pissed off about it that they did not celebrate Independence Day again till World War II. Those sons of guns held a grudge for 80 years and said, we just aren't going to do it. Because that was a huge victory for Grant down there in Vicksburg with that siege and everything. Allowed him to, take Mississippi and keep moving. So, but man, that and down south, it's not called the Civil War. It can be called the War Between the States. That's the most neutral.
The War of Northern Aggression.
Yeah, if you get a fiery son of a gun, you're going to call it the War of Northern Aggression. So only Civil War is only in textbooks up here and west of the Mississippi. Interesting stuff.
Have you seen the movie? Have you seen the movie Antebellum, the new one?
No, not yet.
No.
I see that movie. Holy shit! Yes,
one of my favorite dude from the Civil War is because even though I am not a religious man, I admire any man who backs his convictions to the hilt and will literally die by them. And that's Thomas Stonewall Jackson. He's my favorite general in either North or South. I love that. I just love that man's story. I got to see his house last 2 summers ago. I'd been to his death house twice, and everywhere in between. And he's just a fascinating dude. All right, so let's dive in with the channel to be named later. Which, if I'm not mistaken, bro, we've learned our lesson.
I read that too. I was like, oh, God.
Oh shit, Rob, that's funny. Again, I'm from California. I don't have a horse in this race. I'm just reporting as an observer who has moved to a Union state. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Chris, did that logo earlier on in your YouTube career say the company to be named later?
It's always said the company to be named later.
Okay, so why do we call it the channel to be named later?
Some people just took the C as the channel, even though it's always been, the company to be named later.
Okay, I wanted to make sure of that. I didn't know if there was a little, if we went from Civil War to War of Northern Aggression, if we did a little vocabulary shift there, or what the heck went on. All right.
Were you starting a company?
What's that?
Were you starting a company?
Very long time ago, I started doing a lot of work with Paracord. And sorry, I'm ordering something new from Chesapeake.
No problem, dude. No problem.
You got a problem.
I told him, I've got everything. You need to release something, and he just did today. So gotta pick it up. Got to keep the collection, But I was doing a lot of work with Paracord, and I started selling a lot of items and developed the website. So I wanted to have a name, but when I was putting items up on Facebook, it was like, well, we here at the company to be named later, thinking I would name it later. And when it got to that point, when I was going to have a naming contest, everyone said, why? That thing is perfect. Leave it alone.
Okay.
So it left there, and I started my YouTube channel. I really wanted to take video and do live feeds from like craft fairs and whatnot, but you have people who go, oh, you're YouTube. You've got a lot of money. Where do I sign my release and what do I get paid?
Oh, shit. Okay. Interesting.
And I'm like, I'm not paying you. I'm just filming this and I'm doing this. They're like, no. We want money. We want releases. We want commissions. We want this. And I'm like, well, there goes that idea. And then one day I just picked up a book by Creek Stewart, How to Build a Perfect Bug Out Bag, and shot a review. And that started everything.
That's a perfect segue to what we're going to go into. But first, this is how I got to know Chris, okay? Because what was very interesting is Chris and I are in our group chat, but we were also on the lag zone. I think we were on the first lag zone when you did the rebranding, if I'm not mistaken.
You were on the first one with the rebrand. That's right.
Yeah. And when we were talking about, I have this concept of classes of reviewers, like in a high school, you got a bunch of guys that start together and that's your class, right? And I thought Chris was a lot more recent than he was, but Chris told me he would actually be part of the Dan C class. So he's back that far. Now, I had no clue. I don't know what circles we were running in, Chris. I know at some point I remembered your initials, and I dig your logo because of the military.
It's all Spartan.
Yeah, the Spartan stuff on it. But so I visually knew you. That's it. I'm just like, oh, dude with Greek military history shit. Okay. When I got to start to what I would say know you is during that period of time that Bearded Motivation was posting some videos and you would comment because I would go there and I would read those comments.
Right.
So then I started to go, okay, I get this guy a little bit. I'm actually seeing his words because I'd never visited your channel. Then go to Reviewers Roundtable and I started attending those semi-regularly. And that's where I kind of got to know you a little bit better as I saw you on there. So for me, it's been last, I don't know when Dave did those videos, but I would say 6-8 months, something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. So Chris, and I was shocked by this. So Chris has been around going on, between 2.5 or so years. And I've only known of the dude for half a year. Johnny, how long have you known of Channel Be Named Later / Chris?
I forgot, but I know I remember seeing him in the chats and other lives, and then I checked out the channel, and then I got more into him when he was doing the knife reviews. When he was doing his knife reviews, that's what got me. And then I subbed, and I started watching. And then then I don't know. I forgot how we started talking and stuff, but yeah, it was a while ago.
So here's what I'm going to say as a precursor to diving into Chris's channel. And Chris as a content creator and maybe a human being. We always focus on content. We never dude, are you a man? Do you have natural things going on? Chris does it. Johnny Grooms does it. Brian Beards and Banjos does it. What I noticed, what blew my mind when I went to Chris's channel is how many times the page had to fucking refresh so I could get a new page of videos the dude had posted, all right? When you want to talk about for the newer guys, anyone who is in the chat now and who wants to view the chat, and this is why I could never get monetized on YouTube because I don't have this in me for a number of reasons. Chris generates frickin' content, and like Johnny, he is diversified, but he does it. Johnny has his diversifications with the blood and the guts and the nose and all that and the games. Chris is. I was, and Chris, I'm making a promise to you. I'm going to do a slow dive into some of the content that really appeals to me as I actually have started ever since we put you on here.
To interrupt you, I have a thing happening upstairs. I'll be right back. Go
ahead. It's not like I can't talk or anything. So, first thing I want to ask is when we get to that channel point, Chris, when we make that decision where we're like, okay, this is what we're going to do. You had a point with a philosophy and a vision where you went from not just beard products. And if you haven't visited Chris's channel, he does EDC stuff. He does knives, as Johnny mentioned, and I really want to talk about that. He does what I call real life shit videos, not to denigrate them, but he talks about he's got stepfather advice, just like real shit. Let's pull all the bells and whistles away and let's talk about some real shit. And there's another category or two on there, but the one I really freaking dig as an English teacher is you fucking review books, dude, which I think is fantastic. So you've got this whole kind of smorgasbord, and they're not necessarily all related at all, right? So when you, Chris, said, okay, I know I'm going to do beard stuff, when you started thinking about diversity and other places you were going to take your channel, take me through the process of those steps.
Okay, well, not to ever correct the host, and before I even get recorded,
please do.
I saw your thing, and I already ordered, so I'm caught up. All right, so I started basically with a book review. And then from there, I went to some everyday carry stuff. And honestly, I took 6 months off.
Oh, okay.
I saw that book review hit 300 basically overnight. And I'm like, what's everybody's problem? And then I just put the channel out of my mind for a little while. And then one day I went, I want to review knives. So I did a lot of research with some other channels. And I borrowed heavily from 5 different channels before I wanted to go. So it was like knives were rolling out. And I was only going to do one a week because I was trying to get other stuff on there. But that one a week turned into 3 to 4 to 5 at times. And I'll be honest, I ran out of money. And I'm like, I got to keep my channel going. What do I have around the house? All right, let's start talking more about books. Let's start talking more about real life stuff. And then when that got to a certain point, I'm like, I need something different. And that's when I brought the beard product reviews on.
Okay.
Because I, just like Dan C says, he had 60 before he started. I had a healthy collection of stuff before I even started. And I went, okay, there's another extra video I can do a week, because I was originally looking at like Monday would be a knife, Wednesday would be a book, Friday might be a like beard product review, and Sunday would be like a wild card. You get like a step parent, or you get like a real life thing. But now it's just two of them are kind of dominating, and then a third's in that mix. And I have to remind myself, go back and do these other ones. I literally, that last book review I just released was sitting on hold for 2.5 years.
Well, I don't feel so bad for United Beards of America because 2.5 years is a long time. That's quite a pace. If you're going to try and do a book a week, I mean, that's a heady pace even for a guy, who loves reading, let alone to try and do it for the channel. But yeah. So what you're telling me, so you always had your eye on a prize. It sounds to me like you knew you needed to generate content because you wanted to grow that channel and look into the economic benefits of YouTube, right?
Yep. Content is the king. Content drives everything. And I've been trying really hard to make my channel self-sustainable, with like AdSense revenue, which anybody who's not monetized, it's not a lot, but it will grow as your subscribers grow. So that way I don't have to go, hey, honey, I need to borrow family money. Hey, honey, I'd like to do this. Hey, I'd like to do that. And I love my better half, but there's only so many times I can hear, you're not making any money. What are you doing this for?
Did you ever hit, after you put the channel aside and came back, with that kind of pace of at least 3 a week and maybe 4? That just blows my mind. I was doing 1 to 2 a week, and that was enough for me. Did you ever hit a burnout stretch, or was the passion strong enough that you just kept going, moving right through it?
The passion's always been there. What I usually do, and I tell everybody who's new to do this, do a day and do block filming. Knock out 5 reviews, knock out 10 reviews. If you can do 20, because you never know what's going to happen. So that way, if you have a burnout week and you go, I don't want to do this, you have a bank you can go to, pull that video out, still keep your content moving.
That's smart.
Yep.
And if you're go ahead, Chris. I'm sorry.
Right now, I've got 35 videos in my bank that I can just go to and pull out.
Now, see, here's the key, guys. And I know there's a couple guys in here. I see newer guys. I see Ron's doing stuff. Of course, Devin's doing stuff. Here's the key. You can't make it all one thing. No one is going to trust you as a beard reviewer if you're dropping 3 reviews a week, because we as an audience are going to say, well, when are you having the time to wear all this shit, right? If you're supposed to be test driving and it's approximately a product a week, give or take a day or two, right? And you're dropping 3 of them, you're going to hurt your validity and your trust factor, if you will. So the diversification of the channel, I think, is very key. Something else, and Chris, I'm not going to speak for you, but I'm going to talk about my experiences with you. Chris is a very personal guy and a very easy to get to know and chat guy. And I'm betting if you wanted to pick his brain, he probably wouldn't be too averse to it on the design, on the philosophy and business side of this, since he has hit a mountaintop by cresting those 1,000 subscribers, and now on your way to 4, Chris, is that correct?
Pretty
or over 4?
Yeah, I'm pretty close to 4.
So is that fair? If someone wanted to drop you a line and say, hey, I got a question, would you entertain that? Yeah.
I've answered a lot of questions for people. I've always given straightforward advice. There's been times where I've put my foot in my freaking mouth and tried to interject myself somewhere it shouldn't have gone, and that went horrible, but I was able to patch things up with that person.
Yeah. Good. Eric says he doesn't trust you because you were Army. My grandfather was Army. Eric, I'm assuming you were Marines?
Yes. He's the devil dog. He's still freaking hungover from all those crayons last night. Devil dog.
You know who we don't? Okay, just a quick thing for Marines. I just want to remind you, you're a subcategory of the Navy, even though that galls you to hear that. And the other thing is, we don't see a lot of Air Force in here. No, it's the truth. It's the truth.
They're paid by the Department of the Navy.
And going out on a limb here.
But where does the Space Force lie?
Probably under the Air Force. No,
probably under the Air Force.
I know.
Who were a subset of the Army, and then they broke out and did their own thing. Hey, Marine guys, you are the bravest. You are first on, the land and all that stuff. But the sailors might be smarter because they're chilling on those boats away from all that gunfire. I don't know. Maybe it's the influence of my stepdad. He was a sailor. Who knows what it is? All I know is my grandfather was Army. So Chris, what's the Army thing? I know the Marine thing is like hoorah. Is there an Army thing for like a chant or a noise or some sort of shit?
Like hoorah, not an hoorah or rah.
Hoorah. Semper Fi.
No, that's Marine Corps.
Yeah, that's all Marine Corps. I don't know. There's not an Army thing, right?
Oh no, it's all hoorah.
That's Army.
Oh, that's Army.
Okay. Oh, okay. I thought that was Marines or just in general.
Marines just go rah. They can't even pronounce the words.
They just go rah.
See?
Rar. Rar.
All right, so let's get into the goodness because, man, you're talking about I ran out of money. I look at all those damn knife reviews. First thing I want to say is, holy shit, are there a lot of knives?
Mm-hmm.
Second thing is, I like knives, but I'm not a knife dude. I'll get a Swiss Army knife, and anything I need to cut open, that Swiss Army knife can do. But looking at your stuff, I'm like, oh, now that one looks a little bigger, and that one looks a little longer. So talk to the audience about just your passion for knives to start with. And then if you could address, has a company ever sent you one like a beard company might have? Did you have to pay for all of them? I know you have the collector's passion / addiction. What do you do with all those knives? Do you actually try and use them all? Just get into all that knife shit, man, because it fascinates me.
So to address the big question in the room, I have paid for every single blade I've ever brought to the channel. Every single one. Some I've gone out of my way to make sure I had cash for, because Columbia River Knife and Tool does the Forged by War series, where they take vets and they make tools that they wish they had on the battlefield, and they will sell those, and a huge portion of the proceeds go to Veterans Charity of Choice.
Nice. Okay.
So I really want to make sure I highlighted those. From my very first experience with the blade, it was, Gerber. And that's where I cut my teeth as, God, a little young whippersnapper. So there you go, beard coat. I got the old man joke in there for you. And that's been my first love was Gerber. So it's nice to see some progressions of certain things, like the feel in hand, the blade steels themselves, the overall look, is it a manual opener? Is it an automatic opener? Is it what they call the out the front, or some people call like a switchblade?
Mm-hmm.
And all the blades that I've reviewed, I carry at least for 2 weeks, because I really want to get a good feel in pocket, good feel for cutting stuff, good feel for any problems that could occur. Like, I got this one just sitting real close. It's by CRKT. It's called the Provoke. It's basically a little pocket, fast deploy karambit.
Okay, stop. What's a karambit?
It's a curved blade.
Okay. Now that looks like a longer, small bladed knife.
Oh, yeah, because it starts there. You're supposed to put a little bit of pressure back here, and it's supposed to rock it out. But it doesn't do it all the time.
Okay.
It's really, for mine, this one's hit or miss. Sometimes with the pressure you put on, it just pops right out. Sorry for the camera angle.
No, that's
Sometimes
fine.
it just pops right out. But my huge thing with it is the locking device right here. You have to kind of press in and up, and that will disengage it.
Okay.
Not to mention, there is your pocket clip, that itty bitty little thing right there.
I see it.
I see it. Yeah.
That's a huge issue on a $250 blade.
$250.
And you bought that thing?
It was a wife approved tax return purchase.
God,
Jesus Christ.
You dropped $250. That thing better fucking sing and do all sorts of other things. Holy shit.
And that's why I gave a really good, honest review on it, that I didn't like it. I don't like a lot about it. It's a neat little tool that was designed to help law enforcement officers, but I found more problems with it than some people were thinking,
You could resell that, right? Like, you could probably resell it for like 150, maybe 200, Okay, all right. At least it's not a total loss.
No.
I mean, it's still a loss. I mean, if you know what I'm saying, but damn, 250, god damn.
Yeah, It's
Go ahead,
It's
Chris.
going to be one of the ones that go in order to help resupply the addiction.
Wow.
Okay. Now, where we in Beard World, we all talk about storage and stuff. How do you store your knives?
I've got bags that will hold between 18 and 22 folding blades in them. They're basically lined up in rows, and I keep them in basically I don't want to say a climate controlled area, but not an area that I have to worry about rust or moisture getting into the packaging and everything.
Okay.
Because the day that I either pass them on to my kids or the day that I sell them, I still want them in as pristine as condition as possible.
I assume, just like there's a beard subculture, there is a knife subculture, a knife community, right?
Yeah.
And I would also assume that probably some chunk of your subscriptions come from those dudes or women too, perhaps. Yeah. Draw parallels or do some compare and contrast between things that we talk about in the beard community and bearded dudes versus the dudes in the knife community.
Well, the one thing I can say flat out right off the bat is you think there's drama in the beard community? Oh, you have no clue. Okay, you have no clue. Like when you go into a knife community and say, like this guy that I have right here by Gerber, it was a Grail knife for me, one I've wanted forever. It's their 06 Auto that takes a beating, great blade steel, just opens up quick with a little push button, closes just by depressing the push button.
Ooh.
And you have a safety lock right here.
Okay.
Firearms, red, you're dead. That will engage right there.
Okay. Oh, gotcha.
So if I go in a knife area and I start talking about how much I love this, I will get 85 people instantly telling me what a worthless idiot I am for liking Gerber and how other companies will do better and how stupid I am for buying it. And I should go here and I should buy this and I should buy that. Okay,
so
I will go buy one of those blades and I'll be like, all right, I find one that's in my price range. I find one that's affordable I can bring to the channel and I'll review that. Same people. You're a fucking moron. You don't know how to review this. You don't know what you're doing. Fix your channel right now.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Jeez.
The knife community is brutal. It is brutal.
I guess they're a little cutthroat.
Now I know you don't have onion skin, but does it make you have second thoughts about doing knife reviews, or are you just like F you all, I'm gonna do what I want to do?
There's certain people it kind of burns like when they leave some comments because I've known them a very long time. And I'm like, well, it's my channel. I'm not going to review this how you want me to review it. So if you don't like it, don't watch. And I get it's just like with the beard products. Some people like this company, some people don't. Some people like this, some people don't. So I'm just going to put it out there. And sometimes you get very lucky and you get a blade like a day or two after it's been released and your view count goes right through the roof.
Nice. Mick Man wanted to know if you have anything from Raven Tech.
Nope, not yet.
Gary said Raven Tech is his favorite. Ravencrest Tactical is his favorite knife place.
Sorry to change the subject real quick, but it seems like official PETA investigations has been blocked. What the hell, man?
From
what happened?
Okay, I am maintaining. I think Helifat is a smart dude. All right, even if he gives off this vibe of a pot-loving skateboarder mean dude, I've talked to the man. He's a smart dude. This is an elaborate scheme masterminded by Helifat. Helifat is PETA. Mark it the fuck down. Anything he's doing right now is just part of the stuff. Part of the whole. He's trying to make sure.
Okay, it's a big grander scheme, you're saying.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, indeed.
Okay.
Nice.
Why would he hashtag free PETA? Who cares? Your chipmunk is gone and freaking dead. We haven't even had any.
He's not dead. What are you talking about? He's not dead.
He might be dead, Johnny.
He's fine.
And Helifat's going to hashtag free PETA. I see through you, Phil. I see through you.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Someone has to check. Okay, so military, little kid, post-military, where did the knife passion start?
Before I joined the military, when I was part of the Cub Scouts,
okay,
I learned a knife is a very, very valuable tool that can really help you out in certain situations. Everything from, like you were talking about, your Swiss Army knife. It's got multiple little tools embedded in that thing. So you never know, like, oh my God, I got a hangnail, clip, clip, clip with a little pair of scissors, or the ones that have the wine screw on there. Knives are they are an all around incredible tool. And Rob, I see your comment. No, I've never tried hyper blades.
So again, interesting. The very first knife I ever held and used on my own, other than like a kitchen knife, of course, was a Swiss Army knife, and I found it in summer camp. Someone had, I don't know, they misplaced it or it fell on the floor or something like that, but I picked it up. Yeah, I found it, and it had the corkscrew thing and the little scissors that comes in a Swiss Army knife. It was like really, I was like really impressed. And that's when like my love for knives, well, not love, but interest in knives birthed when I found that one Swiss Army knife. It even had the little pull-out tweezers on it. Like it was a pretty like thick Swiss Army knife. Like I had all these tools to it. It was pretty awesome. And then like ever since that, like I kind of like been in and out. I've always liked knives, but like I never had the money to like collect knives because like as Chris has shown that like knives are expensive, like especially good ones. You know, I buy the cheap ones.
Yes, I saw that little M-Tech truck
like this guy right here.
Yeah,
you know, it's a little flip open, assisted open knife right here. You know,
that's a $10 blade.
Yeah. Chris is like, this is a cheap piece of shit, $10 knife. Like, what the? Stop using it. You know what? But I like this knife. You know why I like this knife? It doesn't have any batteries in it, but it has 2 LED flashlights, one on each side, and the buttons on top here. So, like, I can stab you in the dark. You know what I'm saying? Like, in the dark.
Now, Chris, I don't know if you know this, but
I could do with that in the dark.
That looks pretty killer. Now that's almost like a bayonet, like a handheld bayonet.
That's like a throwing knife.
Throwing knife, yeah.
It's a dagger.
Okay.
And basically, it's blunted on both sides. You cannot cut anything, but that tip is like razor sharp. It's designed to put the tip in someone and get them back.
It's funny we're having this discussion on Veterans Day. I told you my grandfather served in World War II, and he was in the Pacific Theater. He used to always at his home in Inglewood take a knife and like throw it, and he could always go point down into the grass. And as a 4-year-old kid, I was enamored with that. Yeah. But I noticed that it looked a little different than other knives, and he actually took that knife off of a Japanese soldier during a combat, you know, like after that kind of stuff. And so as a kid, and I've always been a military/war history kind of nut, that was just like, whoa, you know, that's just kind of mind-blowing. Now, Johnny Grooms, if I'm not mistaken, and correct me, Johnny, if I'm not mistaken, Johnny Grooms doesn't have any firearms, but he has blades of various sizes and shapes placed throughout his house. So he is also a lover of blades.
Johnny, can you pull up Brett's comment?
Yeah. I was going to ask you this question too, Chris, on that. Do you too have stuff littered about your house, car, etc.?
I'm about to address that. Let's see. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hatchets sitting real nearby.
Hatchet, you said? A hatchet?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Is that a handheld hatchet or a balanced throwing kind of hatchet?
More of a Viking inspired, like
Okay, gotcha.
It's more like a tomahawk.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 blades and a multi-tool within reach of my arms right now.
And a multi-tool is what the knife community would call something like a Swiss Army knife, correct?
Yeah, or come on, you bitch. Or, you know, you can open it up, pliers.
Shit. That's like a transformer, dude. What the hell is that? You going to pliers?
Yeah, got pliers, it's got scissors, it's got a little awl, it's got a whole bunch of stuff in here.
Couple comments before we transition out of knives, because I could talk them all night, but I don't know shit about them. I'd rather get into discussion something I might know a little bit about. Berlin's comment about 5. Joshua Rick says, I've got a $1,000 blade from HQ. It's a total piece of shit.
Well, oh crap! And I even forgot the neck knives that are real handy. Sorry. So I've got more than that within arm's reach. So
what is a neck knife?
It's something that basically goes around your neck on a cord.
I have one of those.
Right here.
Okay.
It's kind of like a last ditch.
Okay. So defense / offense.
Pretty much.
It's okay. They're usually like smaller knives. I know mine is about as long as like my 4 fingers.
Okay,
that's how long it is, and it's a little small. Yeah. And
now to me, pardon my ignorance on all of this stuff, Chris. To me, that looks kind of like just a different styled steak knife or something. It looks almost like a household knife.
Yeah, for some people,
Okay. Rob Acker says he carries one razor sharp and one real dull. Dull cuts bleed forever. Rumor has it he rubbed the dull one in shit so that if the blade didn't get you, the infection would. But that could be urban legend too. All right, hold on. Let me go back to my questions. I actually wrote this talk down. Okay. Yes.
I'm from nothing.
All right. So knife talk. We got a lot of guys out there commenting on blades here, Chris. So you definitely, through your passion, struck a vein that seems to. And to me, I don't know. That makes sense. We got a lot of military dudes out there. I guess I assume once you're in the military, things like when you become more accustomed or familiar with things like firearms and guns, you might want to carry that over into your civilian life. That's just me.
You get more comfortable carrying them. They're less obtrusive on your body because you're used to the weight. You're used to everything. You're not, fidgeting around when you're doing things. It's just, it becomes, for lack of a better phrase, part of you.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I keep my Swiss Army knife in my backpack, but now that you say that, I don't own any firearms either, but I would feel weird if I just like had a knife on my person that I knew could be used to harm another person. That would feel odd to me. Last knife question before we transition. I'm very interested in this. So my closest friend in San Diego, he was Iraqi. He fled Iraq at the beginning of the Iran-Iraq War. Okay. And he went to work for, to me, in Southern California, was a very well-known knife company, a legendary knife company, and he went and started learning how to do and advance through that company, etc. What is your opinion on buck knives?
Their heat treat is unmatched in the business. They use basically 1095 high carbon steel and everything, but the way that they heat treat it, it makes it really, really hard to break unless it's a bad heat treat. It's an American classic, and I've got at least 5 that I know of them.
Okay. Awesome. There's a big buck knife plant in San Diego County that I know of. Last thing, do you like Forged in Fire, the TV show? I love that show.
Yes.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I need the Rona to be done because I've already paid a local blacksmith to go apprentice for a little while and learn how to make blades and how to make other stuff. And I want to bring that to my channel. I've already got his permission.
Oh, shit.
But with Rona and Washington state laws, I can't do it.
Damn.
So get it done,
Even if you're not a blade fan, Forged in Fire, it's like the Cupcake Wars on testosterone, man. It is a guy show. I don't have any of this knife passion that Chris does, but I love watching dudes. I love watching artisans make their shit, man. I get giddy, whether it's beard oil or whether it's wood with Rob Acker, or whether it's knives. I dig that you can take a raw resource and turn it into a piece of art that also has function,
Forged in Fire. Family viewing event in this house, and this season they have a brand new host.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, Will had a son. I had a newborn kid. I think it's a son. So took some time off to go be with his family.
Oh, nice.
Special Forces vet Grady Powell taking over.
It just hit. Now, mind you, they're in season 6, 7, whatever it is. It just hit Netflix. So hopefully that, for those of you who have Netflix and want to give it a try. Joe likes watching Dirty Sweaty Man. I am a dirty sweaty man. Of course, I want to breed with not breed. That's odd. I want to hang with my kind. All right, so let's transition over to beard stuff because that's also very important in Chris's channel and kind of why we are all here. Now, I was talking and I was looking for a Chesapeake scent, and the scent Kingston I was looking at, and then Gary needs to keep his website a little more viable because he had a bunch of, and his scent profiles page. Firstly, I love that he has a scent profiles page, but then he had a bunch of like discontinued or not currently produced scents on there. And I said, Kingston sounds pretty good. And Chris, who is a Chesapeake fan, had an extra bottle of Kingston and very graciously sent it to me. So since I knew he was going to be our guest, I decided to save the reveal and do a first reaction here live real quick, and then we're going to get some of Chris's takes on beard stuff.
This could be interesting.
Diva. Oh, nice. Cool little note, Chris. Thank you very much. All right, so this is Kingston. I know you're much more familiar with the profile than I am, Chris. Do you know what it is off the top of your head?
Oh, God. I know Jamaican rum, honey.
That's right. That sounds right.
And there's some other stuff in there. I just remember the Jamaican rum and honey, to be honest.
I like the black bottles. Love that black bottles that he's got.
I think Gary left. He gets to miss out if I dislike it. He always wants me to dislike one of his scents.
Right?
He really does. All right, so let's take a quick pull off of this. By the way, if I wind up liking it and you like my reaction, oh shit, because you can't get it.
Can't get it, yeah.
At least not right now. Oh, why did Gary think I wouldn't like this? That is nice. Oh, man, that honey and the deepness of the rum, brother.
Yeah.
Let's warm that up.
That's the first time I ever had honey in a beard oil. See, and I fell in love with that scent. I had to turn on Monday morning.
Just to make me feel bad, I missed out.
Oh, that immediate. Thank you very much, Chris.
Of course,
this immediately just took number one on my Chesapeake scents. I can say that right now. It's dark. It's sweet. It's a little earthy. It's got some wood in it, just like on the way back. But honey, I'm a sucker for honey. If you don't like honey, don't go with me. The body of the rum is there, but it's not overpoweringly alcoholic like some alcoholic scents can be. Man, this is gorgeous. If you like rich and sweet and dark, Kingston is a scent you cannot buy.
I was going to say, like you're over here like doing the commercial, doing the promotion, like you can't even buy it anymore. Like,
oh, that's lovely, Chris. I owe you. I got to get you something back just because I want you to have that same impression.
Nah, brother.
Oh, and Gary knows. Just for any of you out there, Gary knows. I got no problem saying I don't like a scent of his. This is not going to be the one, though. This is a damn good scent. Not wild about the label. If I'm being honest, I get the Jamaican flag and everything. That's kind of cool. I like the vision of it.
Does yours on the bottom feel like you can push the label up? Like, indent it on the bottom?
No.
Okay.
This is one I think would look really good in the white bottle with the black Kingston for whatever reason. But I'm picking nits now, boys. I'm not wearing the label in my fucking beard, all right? That's a great scent. Thank you, Chris. All right, so let's transition over into some beard talk before we hit Dirty 930. Chris, a couple direct questions here. You said throw anything at you. I've got one or two that aren't controversial but a little pointed. We'll start with the good. We'll start with the most pointed one. The Real most quick. Overrated. Oh, go ahead, Johnny.
We do have a discount code tonight.
Oh yeah. Thank you, Johnny.
I was trying to find a way to work this in.
With me, it's hard. Trust me.
Since we're starting the beard product talk, Chris has a code for 15% off of Johnny Slicks. If you know, Johnny Slicks company is a veteran-owned company, right? Correct?
Yes. They just hit 7 figures in business too. They were featured in Forbes magazine. They're featured in Yahoo News. They have another article that's coming out, and they're going places.
I've used the products. I have the pomade. I have the beard oil. That's exactly what I'm wearing in right now. It's just upstairs. I have the vanilla scent. Smells great. Their shave soap, brand new product, performed perfectly. I got a review on my channel. Here's the code for Johnny Slicks. Why is it not scrolling?
You got to make it
we'll just leave it up. It's fine.
And that's for anything on the site. And the reason we have that code is that Chris was nice enough to bring that with him because he and Johnny Slicks go back a ways from what he was telling me. And so thank you, Johnny Slicks, for doing this for us. If you could pass that along to him, Chris. And Chris, thank you for bringing our audience a chance to either try or get more of Johnny Slick stuff. I know Johnny Grooms has done some reviews on them in the past, as he was talking about.
I've got a lot of reviews on their stuff, and sorry, Gary, nice time for you to come back.
Yeah, watch about 5 minutes ago if you want my reaction to Kingston. I currently have it sitting with the toilet paper, if you just want to know what I'm going to do with it later.
Damn.
You know what? You should have had some in stock though, because you might have had a sale or two. Actually, I really dug it.
We're going to move it to 9:30, but we do have a giveaway from Johnny Slicks.
Oh shit! Yeah, well, yeah. Beard Therapy, the show where the guests or the audience does the giveaways. I like to keep it. Yeah, we are going to hold it to. We'll definitely hold it for the hardcores to hang out.
Brother, I told you, I bring in the fun. Everyone's got to have fun tonight with me being here, you know?
Gary Lewis, I knew you wouldn't like it. Anyone in the audience who watched me react to it, feel free to let Gary Lewis know how I thought about it. I'm going to say nothing more than that. All right, Chris, couple beer questions. The most overrated scent / product that you have tried.
I have tried the most overrated. I just released a review on it today. It happens to be right by my laptop. Fables the Grower. I did not get the experiences that everybody else got with it. And to be honest, it's not a slam on Colin. It's not a slam on Fable. It's just when everyone's telling me your beard turns baby butt smooth when you're using it, and that didn't happen, and what I paid for the bottle, that's overrated.
There you have it. I have stated many times, I'm not buying into the hype. If you guys get something out of CBD, more power to you. I'm not going to drop that kind of hour to drop sometimes a little too much cash. I'm not going to pay for that CBD when I've got 8,000 bottles to wear. So conversely, I want to come back at you the other way. The most underrated product you have tried in your time reviewing this stuff.
I don't know why a lot of people didn't grab it. Matter of fact, I've got one of 3 bottles that were ever made, according to the company.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, they just redid it for their scent of the month. It's called Rusted, but the original was Chesapeake Beard Co.'s Broken Dreams.
Broken Dreams. Oh, I didn't know that was the original Rusted.
Rusted got rustic woods and spices in here. And basically, he removed the spices, changed it up a little bit, added a little bit of apple for Rusted, but it's based off of that. This thing was phenomenal. Only
if it's got spices and stuff, I would dig it. My next question is, between Rusted and Broken Dreams, which did you like more, and why only 3 bottles?
I don't know why 3 only sold. That's what Gary said. Only 3 sold. But I prefer, honestly, Broken Dreams. It gets in there. It feels great in my beard all day long. The scent profile lasts me a very long time. Mm-hmm. And it's one that my better half doesn't hate. So that just moves it right to the top, you know?
Yeah. I'm not doing oils only anymore. Yeah, you went back and watched it. Good for you, Gary. I'm glad YouTube's at least working. Yeah. Okay, now you can choose any company here, Chris. For those who don't know, Chris is a huge Chesapeake fan, but so are Mick and Ryan and perhaps others in the audience. Next question, Chris, is the best company more people should know about, and that could be for the customer service, that could be for their product, that could be for their marketing, or that could be because you like their owner. Any or all of those. Who's a company more people should know about, do you think?
With my personal experiences and just everything that happened and how I started with that company, I'm going to say LaFleur and Company. I found them on, I think, page 75 of an Amazon rabbit hole.
Okay, gotcha.
Right. It was like $10, next day air, 2-ounce oil. I went, all right, it can't be that bad. It had like black pepper, hickory. I think there was some bourbon in there. The first one I got, it's called the Lindsay. So I reviewed it. And in doing that review, I was very critical of the owner because I couldn't find, you know how you go to websites and you find the usual info and you find like, all right, we were created here. This is who we are. We're based here. I had to dig and dig and dig. And I tore him a new one in a 14-minute video. And after he watched it, he instantly contacted me and went, do you have time for a live talk? Let's get some misconceptions cleared up. And that's where my friendship with him started right there.
As I was looking at your videos and thumbnail and their titles, if I'm not mistaken, going back to Beers, Blades, and Beards, you've had him on at least 3 times?
He's been on twice that I know of, and he's scheduled for a third.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I remember seeing him repeat, younger looking guy, and I'm like, who in the hell? And I was just in your chat last night. I'm like, who is this freaking LaFleur? I never heard of him. Never heard of him. But if you're talking pepper and hickory, you're already tickling the taint right now, Chris. I mean, that's where I want to go right there.
One of the things I love about his stuff is he's very business professional with what he does. So he wants to make sure that you cannot smell it 7 cubicles over. It's a very subtle, very just, it's awesome. You know, it's
essentials only or essential fragrance blend?
Essentials only that I can recall right now.
Okay. Say the name one more time in case anyone missed it.
LaFleur and Company.
LaFleur, like the famous hockey player for the Canadians from the 70s.
We can. You want to show it? You want me to show it? I can show it. I have the website up.
Nice. Good job, JG. Good job.
There
The wife's not around, Rob Acker, so I could say taint.
Yeah,
Ooh, that's a nice little bottle.
He does the wax tops, and everything he does is it's really old school from the packaging.
Yeah.
Like inside the packaging, when you get the box, it looks like if you've seen those old bootlegger movies where the whiskey bottles are and all that stuff. That's it's in when they come.
That is, hey, it's simple. It's black and white. I'm a huge, and a little bit of like rust or brown to it too in the label.
Yeah,
that's classy. The L&C.
The wax strip is one of the colors of his alma mater.
College?
Yeah.
Who is that?
I don't know where he went, but
where's he?
He's based out of Texas.
Thank you. Texas, man. Texas is one of those freaking go-to states if you want beard products, bro. Everything's big in Texas. That's nice. I like the layout of the site. Very cool. All right. They're going on my very tiny list. Look at all those. Are those all scents, JG?
Yeah.
Wow.
Bergamot, black pepper, bourbon, cedar, coffee, Cuban tobacco, earth, hickory, lavender, lilac, mahogany, musk, patchouli, sandalwood, teakwood, and vanilla.
Silver Chef Eric said, I just found them last night. James Pershing, I don't know that movie. Please quote it for me or give it since you actually have quoted it.
That's Dodgeball.
Is that Dodgeball? Okay.
Yeah, that's Dodgeball.
I am not wild about all essential, but I will definitely look and see if there's a scent mix in there that I like, because I can always use something that's not too powerful around the woman. And in these COVID days, we're spending a lot of time together. So that actually, what I wouldn't wear usually actually has a purpose for me. So thank you for mentioning them.
Yeah. So he only has oils.
Right now, he is developing butter with a lot of pressure from me to make him get it done.
Okay.
Now, you're an OG. You're an old head. You've done lots of stuff. Although I still think, do your knife videos outnumber your beard product videos? I didn't want to break down and do a count.
The beard products outnumber the knives right now.
Okay, probably because they're a little cheaper in the long run.
It's a lot easier to get in like some beard products than it is like a knife at times. And if say you buy an oil and a butter, that's 2 reviews how I look at it.
Okay. Is there a company out there that you haven't tried that you still want to?
Yeah, I mean, there's God, who makes, oh dear Lord, what is it? That Salty Dreams or whatever everyone's talking about?
Oh, that's Bearded Coast.
Bearded Coast.
I want to try them. Everyone's been chatting them up. I'd like to try that.
Okay.
But I've been branching out to other stuff. Like I've got Ready Man's entire line. I'm getting more Detroit grooming. Chronic Beard Co. has been massive.
Chronic, yeah.
Yeah, I have a lot of Chronic.
Beard Octane. I've got this problem where it's like, okay, if one of your oils is good, I want to go bring more of it to the channel. And if that's good, I want to go back and grab another one, you know?
Right. Yeah. Right. Constantly feeding the beast. Damn it. I had another question just pop into my head and now I lost it. Hopefully it will come back. Shit. Johnny, anything you want to ask Chris? I've only been hogging the conversation for almost an hour.
No, it's fine. I mean, I talked to Chris a lot, so it's like hard to ask him something I don't know about him already.
But maybe something that you think that the audience might like to know. I'll let you think about that because I've got something to come back to. Couple things here, Chris. Are you a feeling beard guy or a scent guy, or are they truly kind of even in your mind?
To me, it's more feeling beard because scent is totally subjective. I know certain carrier oils work better in my beard than others do. Mm-hmm. There's some that I tried. I can't believe I'm going to mention that company again, from Wolf and Iron, that have one carrier oil that made my beard feel dry and feel like straw. Mm-hmm. And there's others that I've tried and I'm like, this is crap, but they changed one carrier oil and I'm like, now we're talking.
Okay.
You know?
Last beard question that will lead us into Dirty 930. beard scent profile go-tos and beard scent profile no fucking way is it going into this beard.
Mint, period, is never going back in my beard, ever. Not peppermint, but straight mint. I don't know what it is about the mint in my body chemistry. It'll go in, it will smell great for 5 minutes, and then it smells like a cat peed in my beard.
Oh my God. I've never heard that before.
I felt
Either.
horrible. Bearded Oregon has this great, I can't remember the city name, but it's in lavender. It's designed to help nighttime growth and sleep and rest. I was like, all right, put it in, lay down for 5 minutes, went, nope, shower, got to get shower now. This has got to come out now.
Wow.
I'm so glad because outside of you now and Matt No BS, you don't hear a lot about Bearded Oregon. But I'm going to tell you something. People who love Lux Balms, who love Hanyaker Balms, they got nothing on Bearded Oregon. Bearded Oregon's balm is one step below concrete, in my opinion.
Oh
they
God.
have a stiff ass holding balm. I bought two. They sell it in the little like chapstick tube, which I really just dug. So I bought one of those, and then I bought a full balm. And I was in there with my nail. Now, for a lot of you guys, that is not your gig. But for those of you who do like as stiff a hold as you're going to find, or at least have I found, Bearded Oregon's a place.
I had a subscriber basically recommend them to me, and I reached out. I'm like, okay, from Oregon, I lived there for 20 plus years. I'm shopping in my own home state. Let's help help this. The owner is very rainbow friendly.
Okay.
I don't want to throw anything out there, so I felt great supporting that cause. He does a lot of good work throughout multiple cities down there because he locally sources all of his ingredients for his beard oils from those cities. So I was like, okay, that's cool bringing Oregon here.
Yeah.
So first one I tried was like a pumpkin spice latte, and I'm like, hey, this feels good beard. Yes, Johnny. I said the white girl words, okay? And I tried a couple others. I'm like, this is good, until I ran into that one with the mint and the lavender. I'm like, guys, sorry, I'm not reviewing this. No, actually, I did. And I had to be honest in that. I think it's one of the first ones I ever did where I'm like, yeah, no.
Quick shout out to Brian Bearded and Winning. Good to see you, my man. Glad to see you here. Anything else besides mint that's not going in? And what are the converse sides when you see a scent that you're like, fuck, bring that home?
Yeah. Rob, he's gay. If you really want to know, straight bearded, he's gay.
Yeah.
So not going in beard, there's really not much other than mint. The things that get me really quick are like woodsy scents, because I really love being outdoors and in the woods. And there's some companies that have made some that basically smells like a forest after it rains. And I'm like, okay, I like that. It's like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Or whenever Gary does anything with the Belfast line, because he's done 3 different versions of it with the Irish Blue, the Oil Dreams, and Belfast. I want it right away because it's phenomenal.
Right. Yeah. Dagan, nothing wrong with that.
Jeez.
That's a fact, brother. All right. Now,
I don't know the politically correct term to say, and we're not in 9:30, so I was trying to behave,
Oh, you could let's address the 9:30 monster, Johnny Grooms, okay? Because Tyson is here like, D9:30, let's go. Dudes.
Go where?
Yeah.
Where are we going?
It's not like Johnny and I have a switch on the back of our necks that are like pre-D9:30 and post-D9:30, all right? It just kind of happens.
And McMahon, I see your question. It's Chris 10.
Chris has no coke today.
By the way, did you see Chris? Gary said something kind of
yes, I saw about Kingston. Yes, I saw.
Well, no, poking your ribs about something mint. He said something about something.
I saw that. He's going to include it in my next order. I saw that.
All right. So
do you want to do yours now or in a little bit?
Whenever you want. You guys are the hosts. You tell me what you want.
You want to do it now?
Why not?
JG, as you do the number generator and the dots, you make the call.
Oh, shit. That's right. I'm doing that. Damn it. All right. God, I have to actually think now. Shit.
No, Gary, I know you enough I know you well enough by now to know you're not playing. So this is going to be an interesting experience.
Let's see. We got 26 watching.
It's going to be a 1 ounce oil and a 4 ounce pomade in the original set, what you guys are going to do when Johnny basically says, you won, you're going to send me on Instagram the TCTBNL, your government name and your shipping address. I'll make sure Johnny gets it, and you'll get your stuff for free.
Okay. So
that's awesome.
Here we go. We're going to do a giveaway for some Johnny Slicks beard oil, pomade, original scent. Numbers 1 to 15. Enter only once. Wait for the dots.
And Joshua, if you don't have any hair, you could use it as a really, really light hold, nourishing beard balm. It works incredible in your beard.
Oh, that's interesting, because I always thought a pomade.
That's what I have it upstairs. I use it as a beard balm. A little bit, just enough to get in there. It smells really good. I got the rugged scent. I really like the rugged scent. Anyway, so 1 to 15, enter once, wait for the dots. 1 to 15. Got it? 1 to 15, because last time I said it, and people were like, you didn't say the number. Anyway, 1 to 15, and go.
Rob Acker's breaking out that ancient history. Oh, yeah. Gary, take my advice. Re-release Kingston while we're here waiting for the Johnny Slicks giveaway.
All right, we can stop. We have a winner.
Ooh, damn, already. Oh,
yes, yeah. I love it when the winners come quickly.
Yes.
Anyway, so
oh, Gary, you son of a gun.
Oh, it's
Puzzly bearded. Nice.
There you go. 14. There you go.
Puzzly, you're new. Are you a Chris fan, or I don't remember seeing you in here too often? Good job, man.
Nice, man.
Not releasing Kingston had too many negative reviews on it. Gary hates money.
All right, Puzzle, get a hold of me on Instagram, bro. Like I said, TCTBNL. Send me your government name and address.
Which it's a good thing Johnny didn't win this giveaway, because he doesn't give that government name shit out to nobody. All right, no one gets Johnny Grooves' government name, baby.
That's so funny because Rob was like, "Oh, what's your government name?" Because I bought a cross off of him.
Yeah,
a really nice cross. And he was like, "What's your government name?" And I took what Ben. What Ben said, Benjamin Reviews, he goes, John E. Grooms, John E. Grooms. And I was like, that's what I'm going to call myself every time someone wants to know my government name. And
by the way, I'm glad you mentioned it, Johnny. Rob Acker is definitely my boy. If I say it and you've already heard it, I'm sorry, but he has a cross design he's making that is absolutely gorgeous. I know Chris has one. I know a lot of dudes have gotten on that Rob Acker ship. It's called God and Country. It's a cross that is designed with the American flag, colors, burnt wood, and a lacquer that's from another fucking planet. Lacquer's the wrong word, Rob. Epoxy. That makes the shit look like it's a space age plastic, man. It is gorgeous, gorgeous.
Yeah, wait till you see mine. I'm pretty sure you've seen it already.
And I guess he's doing customs, Rob. I don't want to speak out of turn here, but I've seen a couple that weren't the American flag theme. So you see him there, straight bearded. Oh, there he is. Okay, Black Cross, so sexy.
That's right.
Straight bearded, hit the man up. It's just a gorgeous piece of, again, artisanship that I am all too happy to promote.
Oh, cool. All right, so there you go. Oh, wait.
Nice, Gary Lewis. Okay, there you go, guys. There you go.
You want a Kingston?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Chris, you're a huge Chesapeake guy. Be honest, because I know you are. Kingston, top third, middle third, lower third of the Chesapeake family that you've tried.
Well, tried them all.
I know. I didn't want to assume, but I figured you had.
Well, here, let me move this camera and see if I can actually get a good. There you go.
That's the Chesapeake table.
That's a lot of Chesapeake.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Rob.
I like Chesapeake. It was one of the ones that really piqued my curiosity, because I actually thought with the rum it may be overpowering, but it's not. It's a perfect blend between them all.
Yeah, totally.
For me, it's kind of like right in the middle of the road for everything he's done. It's not in his bottom half because I'm very peculiar about Gary's stuff with this top half, but it's right there. One of those that I want something different. I'm going right for it.
And take Chris at his word, because he's tried them all. I've tried 6 or 7, and it vaulted to my number 1 scent. But that's the subjectivity of scent bias. Rich, sweet. There it is. There it is, guys. 3 vanillas, honey, and golden Jamaican rum.
So,
man, woo! It's good.
in tonight's mystery box orders, comment in the comments for the mystery box orders. You put Kingston in the comments, and there you go. Oil and vitality. So vitality. If you don't have vitality, that is an awesome product. Feel like it doesn't get as much credit as it does, as it needs. Vitality is an awesome product.
If Gary's doing it in vitality, damn it, now I got to place another order.
I know, right? Like shit.
Well, now I may have to, so I can match the damn shit.
I can't do it. I can't spend any more money on beer products this month.
Gary, I appreciate your willingness to bring back a dead set just because I'm saying I love it, and some people are inquiring in the chat. That's awesome. Maybe it'll be like Family Guy that got canceled, and thankfully Seth MacFarlane missed that 9/11 flight and got a second run thanks to the fans who brought Family Guy back. Yeah, it was not done in Vitality. Did it predate Vitality? Because Vitality's pretty new. Did it predate Vitality, Chris?
It was done in butter. It was
butter. Okay.
Vitality, but it got released in butter. The only scent of the month so far has been Ginger Raz that's been released in Vitality.
He's just lucky to have some of the scent left.
Well, shit, it could sit on your shelf, or you can make some bearded dudes happy, brother. I would rather you make some bearded dudes happy.
Yeah, no doubt.
No, she didn't give me an allowance. I just know like what I can spend comfortably on beard products.
Look at Nick, man. He's fired up. What the fuck? Vitality in Kingston? Oh, shit. And you know what? Because it's Gary, I don't mind stirring the pot. I don't mind the fact that now he's getting Vitality, or Kingston's getting some new love. There you go, brother.
Wow.
Yeah, but Sober
there you go.
About Fox, but what I loved about Family Guy is when they got canceled and got brought back, the Peter Griffin monologue. It was like, yeah, because they have so many good shows, and he rattled off like 100 different shows.
Yeah, I remember that.
Canceled after Family Guy,
That came back through like fan demand.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's why Family Guy came back, because everybody wanted it so bad that they were like, all right, let's go. And now it's still going.
And way back in the day, Chris, I bought the most expensive Family Guy DVD set ever, because this is back before we were streaming. We're talking like 2003, 4, 5, somewhere in there. Family Guy season 2 or 3, one of them, had just released, and my ass was going to get me some. Yeah. So I hopped on the turnpike, took my 20-minute drive from work down to where you could buy it. Unfortunately, I was a little too rapid. Cops pulled me over. That was a $200 Family Guy DVD set.
Damn.
But I'm okay. I'm happy with it. It gave me a quick story to tell, and I'm loving the stuff.
And Family Guy,
Joe, why are you making me spend more money? Joey Hookham, man, I'm not going to try and steer you wrong. I liked it, and you saw the profile. If you think you'll dig it, you'll dig it.
I think it's right there on the DVD shelf, right above my finger.
I'm pointing at it, yeah.
How they did the first one, it was incredibly hilarious. They called it Blue Harvest because that was the original name of Star Wars. And then they literally did the next movie, but he didn't want to do the third and was pressured to do it. So that's why the third Family Guy Star Wars one kind of sucks, but it's still a little bit funny.
Is this something Dark Side?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to say something real quick because the guys are still talking about Kinks in the chat. I love honey. I have probably 6 or 7 scents from about 4 or 5 different companies with honey in it. If you've never tried something with honey, for whatever reason, it does dominate as a smell. Okay, so you got to be a honey fan. But what happens with the Kingston is the honey's up front, and it's like the little scrawny kid with the big ass rum kid standing behind it saying, you ain't gonna fuck with honey, because rum is right there, right? I'm not getting the vanilla and the honey. You got 2 sweet kind of things. My nose isn't that refined. Maybe the vanilla's there. Some of you could pick it up, but I'm getting rum and I'm getting honey. And if you like honey as a beard oil scent, if you've tried it before, this is a no-brainer. Puzzly Bearded. I hope you become a regular, brother. I always like adding new people to the therapy community.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is. Hey, Andy's in the house.
He's talking about Firefly the show?
Yeah, because
yes.
after one season, and it came back for a movie, Serenity.
Yeah. That was a good one.
Yeah, Firefly. I have heard more people talk about Firefly as a fuck, why did they cancel it kind of thing. It got a real, Josh Whedon, of course, real cult following.
Yep. Yeah.
It's freaking awesome. You know?
I've never seen it. It's one of those, Chris, that I always say, I'm putting it on my list, but I've got HBO, Showtime, Amazon Prime, and Netflix, dude. Because I teach a film class, I'm constantly consuming, and I just can never get there for pleasure sometimes.
It's Joss. That's why, because Joss did the Avengers, first Avengers movie. You know, made like I don't know how much money it made. It made like gigantic amount of money.
Yeah.
And like he kept on. Did he do the other two? I don't know if he did the other two, but he definitely did the first one. And
he did a couple Avengers movies, but he also had the Buffyverse under his belt before he really did anything.
Yeah,
that's one thing in this house. Like my wife knows Buffy the Vampire Slayer like in and out, the movie and the series. I'm more of an Angel fan. I don't know if she gives me shit about it, but I'm more of an Angel fan. Whatever, I don't care. But I have we have all like collectible Buffy stuff because she is a huge Buffy the Vampire Slayers fan.
I don't care what anybody says. The greatest scene ever in Angel is when Angel gets turned into a puppet and there's Spike.
Oh yeah.
Look at the wee little puppet, and this Muppet jumps at Spike. Greatest thing ever in that series.
Gary Lewis, it's funny that you say that because you said that the ginger was very mellow in Ginger Razzed, and to me the ginger made that scent as well. It's interesting. I like Buffy the Vampire Slayer personally. Bearded Motivation, Dave in the house. Good to see you, Dave.
Oh, hey, Dave. How you doing? Wait, is he talking about like Sarah Michelle Gellar or the show?
Never got into it. I'm not a big classic vampire werewolf stuff I dig, but modern riffs on it, I don't really dig all that stuff.
The original Swanson was funny when you had Paul Rubens as a vampire, and when she stabbed him, and he's there going, ow, ow, ow,
ow. I like me some Paul Rubens. There's like barely any honey. Okay, man. Maybe it's more vanilla, but I'm smelling me fucking some honey.
Hey, as long as you're happy, that's all I care.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's almost Supernatural. Right. Yeah, I have to get into Supernatural too.
Awesome. Unfortunately, it's ending, but it's beyond time.
I just started to get into a series on Netflix. I mean, this is a discussion we should be having this Saturday on the Barbaro Joe Film and Beard Culture channel when we have Beards on Film, but we'll do it.
Wait, did you catch that?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm only going to do it here because we're doing silly films, and this actually kind of works with the first show. Has anyone out there seen the CBS series that now I guess is a Netflix series that stars as one of the co-leads, the man who played Power Man on the Power Man series of Netflix, the show Evil?
Yeah, actually, it's a great show.
I started watching it, and I'm kind of digging it. Quick premise. Demonic possession is out there. Power Man plays a guy from the Catholic Church who's trying to become a priest. He hires a female who gives him like skeptical, real life, like psychological feedback, and they go look at cases. All right. My mind is of the like I really liked Blacklist at first because I dig James Spader, but the formulaic nature of it made me pull away. I'm feeling that early with this, but the way they're doing it has got me hooked a little bit. So I am going to recommend Evil. That's all it's called, Evil. It's on Netflix, season 1, and I think season 2 is just about to be released as well.
I hope COVID killed the first season. It was just starting to hit its stride, and then
oh, that's a bummer.
God, COVID killed a lot of these. We were supposed to have Marvel movies in the theaters right now.
Yeah.
You know, so I hate when my Marvel timeline gets messed with. I'm like jonesing for the next one, you know, like
you're talking about the Blacklist, Eva. COVID even killed the final episode, where most of the episode was a cartoon.
Oh, really?
The very first 5 minutes of it were live actors, and then they switched to a really horrible cartoon animation for the rest of the episode.
Oh, wow. I don't know if I applaud that for the artistic thing or if I would just hate it. I'm a huge James Spader fan. I just got sick. My wife really dug it, so I probably went a season longer than I would have normally, just because of Spader's acting. But just that whole idea: blacklist member, catch blacklist member, and then move on. There were some overarching, plot things that I was getting into. But on that note, though, we mentioned it once before here, but since we're talking a little bit about film TV, who's excited for the revival or whatever the hell it's going to be of Dexter on Showtime?
I heard about
Showtime, so
Benjamin, Baby Yoda, beard, because he's talking
Benjamin.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Right there, Baby Yoda with the beard, coming soon to a Boston Beard Company video, real soon.
Benjamin is in here. Sometimes you call him Benjamin. I've always called him Benjamin. Love me some Mandalorian. I am not a Star Wars geek, so I'm out of any of those discussions. Dexter's the best, says Copper Johns. I think I went 4 seasons. Whenever John Lithgow was the serial killer that season, I went into the season after it when he lost his girlfriend and stuff, and I was like, oh, come on. Oh, by the way, spoilers, motherfuckers, if you weren't keyed in 10 years ago, okay?
What?
I'm gonna call
I can't believe you just spoiled that. Oh, my goodness. What show you were talking about?
But I love what's his name? Michael John Anthony. I forget the lead actor, but he is amazing. By the way, sleeper alert. If you've never watched 6 Feet Under on HBO, you're robbing yourself. That is a great show, which I would argue has the best TV finale episode ever.
So, Joe, do you have all the premium channels in your cable package?
I don't have Cinemax or Skinemax. But other than that, I have many.
I don't have any.
Really?
I don't have any premium channels. Because you can watch all that for online.
Yeah, I don't want to hunt and do all that kind of shit though.
But you know what? It's when you don't have it like accessible on like your cable box like that, so you kind of miss things. So like I never heard of the shows you're talking about. So yeah, if you have the channel, you would know, like, you know what I mean? So yeah. But yeah, I try to watch everything as much as possible for free.
Ron, he does. And hey, more power to him.
But like what I do is that I don't do all things like that. Like if I really like the movie or the actors in the movie, I'll go and I will see the movie in the theater. I'll pay for the ticket and all that stuff. I'll still watch it, again later online, but I'll pay for the ticket, watch it. And if it's something like I really, really love and I have to have it, I'll buy it, to keep forever. But yeah, but 9 out of 10, one more 8 out of 10, I watch for free.
Gary Lewis says Kingston orders will take a week or so for your information. Rob Acker replies, so quicker than normal, G. We're just going to let that play out in the chat. I just wanted to make mention to it.
Heard that.
By the way, there is one cardinal rule of beard therapy, and that's we're all in this. So those of you sons of bitches that were in the audience going D93 and whatever, I haven't seen shit cross my screens to take us to Dirty 930. Johnny and I can only bring so much of the filth to you. Sometimes you've got to be filth generators yourself. All right, let's make sure we understand that. And is Brett Berlin is in here, and I haven't seen one taint comment. God dang it!
I saw a taint comment earlier, but
did you?
Yeah, I did. There was some taint talk.
There was some taint talk. That should be you know what, Johnny? Let's make a pact. When the COVID is finally taken care of, we'll have to do a special episode of Taint Talk Beard Therapy.
Yeah, welcome to my Taint Talk.
Oh my God!
I hope you enjoyed my Taint Talk. That's it.
Oh shit!
I have a giveaway.
Oh,
right?
Johnny
I have a giveaway. So today, we'll do it. Why not? Okay. Today I dropped a video today. It was on Naked Armor shave products, right? So I'm giving away a shave kit.
Ooh.
In the kit, you will get, hold on here because I have it here. let's see. Do I have everything here? Yes, I do. In the kit, you will get this bag. In the bag comes a shave bowl. It comes a shave brush,
Nice.
and a razor, just like this. Watch out, they do come preloaded with a blade, which I highly, don't advise that. But this is the razor right here. So if you do win and you do get it, watch out. There's a blade in here. I almost got cut when I first opened it because I didn't expect a blade to be in there. And no, it's not a used kit. The winner will contact Naked Armor, and they will ship one out to you. And you also get a 2-ounce shave soap. It's a whole kit. Comes in a box, in the bag, all that stuff. So the way I'm not going to do a number generator for this one. You guys will have to either have seen my review or run over there right now and take a look at it to answer this question. This is going to be a question. So,
great way to drive up a view count, Danny. Great way.
Hey, you know what? It is what it is.
Johnny got that.
Look,
no problem with that.
I purposely, had an extra prop in my video today.
Oh.
I held an extra prop in my video today. It was a rubber ducky. So if you can go and tell me, the first one who can tell me what the color bow was on that rubber ducky, throw it in the chat, and you can win the kit and go. If you can tell me the color of the bow on the rubber ducky, there you go.
2 kits if you can tell me the sex of the ducky. Black, blue. Blue, says Rob Acker. Black, says Faithfully Bearded. Blue, green, says Eric Kennedy.
No.
Yeah, guessing, sons of bitches.
We got a winner.
Oh, it's a ducky. I think would have been my first just because it's a ducky. Mick, man, he wanted it too. He said earlier he wanted to try it. That's good.
Thanks.
Good shit, McMahon. Here's the thing about McMahon. If he wins a beard product giveaway, he's giving it away. He's passing it on. But I think when it comes to like shaving kind of stuff, he actually would keep that. Is that the case, McMahon? Because I think he would keep this. Trans. Gary, trans isn't a color, you son of a gun.
So McMahon hit up Naked Armor on IG. Let him know that you won the giveaway from me. And nice, they will send you out a kit. And if you get your kit and there's something wrong with it, let them know. Their customer service is really, really good. They will fully replace anything that is, not right. Just, putting that out there. And that's it.
All right. I'm going to contribute to Dirty 930. And this is from James Persian. Okay. I'm going to have to look here real quick. So I'm just going to say this. Well, who said what? May the odds
Rob's coming
in your favor. I got to find this company. Hey, you know what?
Customer service is really good over there. Just saying, I had a little issue with my kit that they first gave me. Contacted them and they replaced it right away with a kit, and the kit that they replaced was perfect. It was good. So, yeah.
Rob had an issue too.
Yeah, and they replaced his too. They replaced his too, and he got a good kit. He got a very good replacement.
How do you know it was very good?
Because he told me.
Oh, okay. Just making sure. Okay, here we are. Yeah, I think. Here we are. All right. I'm coming, and we're gonna talk. This is a beard-related Dirty 930. Has anyone out there? James Pershing turned me on to this, and from what I understand, there is one of our reviewers. There are one of our reviewers that is going to try and sample this company and do a review on it. Lady Juice Beard Oil. Who has heard of that? Oh, Chris, the reaction. Talk to me, Chris. Hit it.
Never tried them. I've heard of them. That's one that I don't think I can get past the wife and going, yeah, I'm putting lady juice in my beard. I will get beat with something I have around the house for self-defense, you know?
For those of you not on your phones watching this, throw into Instagram Lady Juice Beard Oil. There's some about this company I dig. Now, if it's a man running this company, I'm going to dig it a little less.
Couldn't
just
be
because.
Yeah,
exactly. I DM once James Pershing turned disgusting concept, says Gary the Puritan. When James turned me on to this, I thought, what a perfect guest for what's the show called again, Johnny? Beer Therapy. But they never, he, whomever, never DM me back.
Oh, they didn't come back?
No, and that's been.
You tried to get them?
Yeah, I tried to get them.
Oh, I didn't know that.
The DM went completely unanswered. Mick, man, I've heard of that Ben Jam, and I've heard of it. LOL, I've heard of them. Disgusting concept. Really? Wow. Says Puzzly. That was literally the only time I've ever seen anything about them. They have great content, says Eric. Okay, so just something, a very female-centric perspective from the vision of the beard product.
I like sleeping in my own bed. I'm not touching that one tonight. Nope.
And I'm with you. I'm with you.
Gary knows there's not real lady juice in there.
Fake news.
How does Gary know? Gary doesn't know anything. All right, hold on. I'm
talk about being unhygienic. Jesus.
But that might be something that passes the unhygienic test. That might be something you just have to deal with. Lady juice.
No.
I don't know. Oh, Beardtastic. Okay, Mr. Beardtastic already reviewed Lady Juice. He's the first one. Oh, and Lady Juice responded to his ass. He must be special.
Oh.
Yeah, because he did a review.
Lady Juice. Can you get COVID from Lady Juice?
I agree with Gary. I agree with what Gary said. Now,
What did Gary say? Very gimmicky. It's not real Lady Juice. Okay. All right. So
if he wants any juice on his beard, he's married. He's good.
Okay. So it is when you look at the bottles, and you look at the ad campaign, this is very much who knows if the product is good or not. But there's a definite vision to the ad campaign. And I just wanted to know for those of you who saw it, if it works for you or doesn't work for you. Because it's very much a forward female take. And I don't know if that's everyone's cup of tea. Gary already voiced his. Chris voiced his. If there was Lady Juice in a Joe would drink. No comment. Is a scent called Sex in a Bottle? It might be puzzling. I don't know their catalog. Shit would leave bumps around your mouth. Why does everything got to be dirty?
Because
how do you know?
You don't know where that Lady Juice is coming from.
So do we automatically default to dirty? In fact,
think about it. What respective woman would give their Lady Juice, to a beard to a beard product company?
Not so much a beard product, but Sober Chef said it. There are certain women things that are used in fermenting of alcoholic beverages. Yes.
What? Benjamin, I personally think it's hilarious, but when I review, nope. Yeah, I get that.
Maybe I should just do it just for the hell of it.
There is a beer made in Europe that has Lady Juice in it for real.
Ew, that's gross. That's nasty.
Johnny, you buy that product and review it, your wife is going to kill you.
No, she won't. She won't care.
Chris, Johnny's wife doesn't know that Johnny has a YouTube life, okay? That's the sad fact. If anyone can review this product, it's Johnny Grooms, all right? Let's be honest. And not have the wife feedback. Yeah.
It's true. She won't care. She won't care at all. She doesn't watch any of my stuff. You think my wife watches my videos?
And that will be the one that she watches, knowing your luck,
It's not even that, she would, yeah. I mean, as long as I don't have another woman here in my face, putting her Lady Juice in my face, then yeah. She'll be fine with it. She'll be fine.
Johnny Grooms, and I'm here to do a retraction of a product I got just for the purposes of the review.
Just finger over, Lady Juice.
That might get you some views, JG, right there.
Will it soften your beard? Will Lady Juice soften your beard? Oh my God, the review writes itself. It writes itself. I gotta get this shit now.
Sober Chef Eric. There's Sober Chef Eric's comment up there, JG. My first time.
He must have been a bragger, Benning.
Why? Because only Bragg's North Carolina. Where's Benning? Georgia?
Ooh.
Georgia.
Only Southern girls have those skills? Is that what you're saying, Chris?
No, but outside of those infantry bases where they pay a lot of money for some weird stuff, interesting really happen. Right outside the main gate of Fort Bragg, there's Deja Vu Strip Club.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
Huh.
That would be an interesting extraction process for the Lady Jews. Why is Johnny's wife not wondering why he's in bed?
She's been asleep for at least 2 hours now. She goes to bed when the kids go to bed.
Gary, let's be honest here.
8 o'clock.
I knew
If
it.
Johnny can entertain himself with all this live stream shit, that's just shit she doesn't have to do. All right? Let's just lay it out there, right? That's just like, oh, wait a second. I don't have to be a wife for 2 hours every Wednesday night. Score. Let's go.
I
Right,
get
Johnny?
myself. I'm good. Go play you, Johnny. I'm good.
When I'm done, I'll wake her up. I don't care. I'm like, oh, you got a good nap in. Okay.
It only takes you back to the minors, John agrees with how you'd wake her up. Took me a while to go back to a strip club after that. Damn, Eric, I would have been there every night. That's just where you and I differ, brother.
That's a talent. The way she picked up that bottle.
Oh, hell,
That's
you don't
not
have to
easy.
drink it. You could just watch it.
Yeah.
I've already
Ooh.
come up. Portland has a vegan strip club.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, wait. I'm
I don't
processing
get it.
this.
I
Yeah,
don't
I'm
even
processing it, Chris.
Maybe the food
What?
that they serve in there.
Yeah, the food they serve is all vegan.
Oh wow. Okay.
Unfortunately, a lot of the dancers are the dreadlocky, armpit hairy.
Oh, all natural. Okay.
That's this guy's thing.
Some of them I can appreciate. It's like, oh, okay, I get it. But some of them no, but some yes. So it's a hit or miss with me. Depends.
To each their own. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
Right,
to
Chris.
exactly. To each their own. That's right.
It's weird. If I'm being 100% honest, I have no problem with armpit hair, but leg hair throws me. And if we're talking the holy triangle, I want a machete and a fucking pith helmet, and you just let me go at it. All right, that's what I've stated that on this before.
Joe wants to be like the guy in the Amazon jungle, like
hell yes,
fighting
Brian.
What was that? That scary movie when they removed the underwear and it just grew?
It's a scary movie, yeah. He put on the goggles and got the
McMahon with the green face. I'm a 70s kid. When I started getting into looking at women, that's all there was, boys. And once again, I'm going to make the argument. Pubic hair defines femininity. If you're digging a bald puss or a landing strip puss, that's like an 8-year-old girl. You better look at you, how you handle your check. How is femininity if it's bald? No, thank you, sir. No, thank you.
Okay.
Give me
those Elvis collars too, Mr. 70s boy.
No, just the female stuff, Chris.
Oh,
just the female. Go to France. It never left. Need some hair on Joe for sure. Yeah, for sure. Joe likes spinning out here. Hey, you know what? Casualty of war, brother. Casualty of war. I'll take that. It's a small thing for the pleasure it brings.
Oh, that was a hanger right there. It's a small thing for the pleasure it brings.
What about the Hitler? No, man. I don't want any alteration. Just let it go.
natural, all natural.
All natural.
What if a nice tidy trim, so it's not too like out of control and wild,
Okay.
something
All right.
tasteful, you know what I mean?
Here's my issue with that, JG. Women who do that tend to go completely slick where the business area is, right? So they'll leave a little action on the window shopping area, but you get to actually get behind the curtain and it's all slick. No, man. I want to sit there and go, where's the opening? I've got to fight my way through to find the opening, damn it.
Oh,
That's
wow.
where I am.
Okay.
That's where I am.
A
busy runway doesn't grow grass.
I'll put it like this: a face like this, I really don't care. If it's getting naked, I'm good.
I got to back Chris up on this. I'm 53, man. The choices
Right?
slimmed down.
Right?
Floss isn't that expensive, Joe. James Pershing. Hey, whatever floats your boat, brother. You're a '90s kid. I expect that from you.
Oh man,
great topic. How about them Cowboys? Gary Lewis.
Like I can't get around the leg hair, the really long leg hair and the long arm hair. Like I can't do it. You know?
Hey, it's a different breed. It's a different breed.
I've done some weird things in my life, but when you're humping a gorilla, no.
No, yeah, can't do the leg hair thing. That's gotta go. I've straight razor shaved my wife's legs. I have a video up. I did that.
God.
Yeah. When I was learning how to use the razor, I was like, "Let me shave your legs with the razor." I said, "I think I'm pretty good at it." She goes, "You better not cut me." I'm like, "All right, I'm not gonna cut you." And I didn't cut her the whole time. Shaved her legs right on camera and everything.
Isn't that just perfect? Johnny uses his wife as a guinea pig. No, I'm fine.
Oh, yeah. I feel confident to do this, and I did it perfectly.
It's one step closer to a dude. I completely disagree, Rob Acker, but I'm not going to get into that. I've voiced my opinion here.
I think the hairy legs I think he's talking about.
But I'm not a hairy leg fan. But body
like I can do like, all right, I could probably like wrap my head around like, the dreadlocks, the armpit hair if it's not too long, of course. Like the tattoos, the piercings, the hemp dress or skirt or whatever. I mean, like I'm like, all right, I can see that,
man.
But not the hair and the legs. That's where it draws the line. That's the deal breaker for me right there.
Yeah,
it all tastes the same, says Ryan.
I'm basically married with 3 kids. If it takes that extra half second from the shower to shave and that prevents happy time, sorry. Let's just have fun.
Oh, Eric says I would disagree. Mainly depends on their diet. I have heard that, but from the reverse side, from men, based on men's diet, what they taste like according to women. I have heard that diet can affect the taste of certain things.
Pineapple juice. That's all I'm saying.
Pineapple juice. Exactly. That's what I've heard too, Chris. Exactly. Yes, sir.
We don't know. No, we don't need to go into that territory right now. Like we're talking about female right now. We're not talking about
it's dirty 9:30, bro. This is the time we go there. It took a little stoking of the bellows, but we got it going. All right, Josh, expand upon that. Piercings are hot. Here's what I think about the whole tap piercing thing. Ooh, yeah. I'm really on that fence. So make your argument, Josh Ricks. Ron says no pit hair, flat out none.
No pit hair.
Now, Ron is an older gentleman. I respect your right for that opinion, but as an older gentleman, I find that a little surprising. I thought that the older guys, if anyone's going to maybe go that route, it's going to be the older dudes.
I like the piercings and the tattoos, of course. I mean, I don't want like freaking 85% of your body tattooed. Like there's levels.
I just
face
think
tattoo.
No Post Malone shit. All right,
yeah,
the face tattoo.
You can pierce the ears, the nose, the tongue. You can even I can even get behind the whole cut down the middle forked tongue thing. I've seen that a few times, and like I could get
I think Josh is talking about other piercings like vaginal or breastal.
Even then, those aren't a big deal. It's just the tongue. If they don't know what they're doing, you're destroyed for a very long time.
Hey, I'm with you there. There's got to be a little tit for tat here.
Fun.
Tats are hot. Piercings I can live with. Puzzly says he loves tats. I have grown into it. At first, I was like, because I'm not a tat dude for me. But I have grown into it on limited exposure. From the time I was a teenager, if I saw a girl with a tattoo, it was a huge turn off. Not that. Yes, Ryan. See, there we go. Ryan C. just completely encapsulated my opinions. Very good, sir. In Mr. Show and I lived in Vegas 93, first girl with multiple piercings. What a great experience. I think the clicking of them, if we're talking about like labial, would just throw me off. You're doing your thing, and it's like click, click, click. And it's like, wait a second.
I feel like it would get in the way somehow, especially in certain positions. Like you would feel it, and you're like, what the hell is that? Like,
okay.
Why is that jabbing into my bladder or something? Like, what's up with that?
I'm with you, JG. I'm with you there.
I don't know about that.
Brett Berlin, nope.
We had a conversation, the wife and I. She was like, do you think nipple piercings are attractive? And I was like, like I don't.
Carefully. That was a trap, Johnny.
No, because she was like, sometimes I see it and I think that's pretty, and I'm like, it doesn't really do anything. Like, it really, honestly, I don't see that as like, oh my god, like, I gotta go over there or whatever. It isn't really like it's like, okay, it's pierced, all right, no big deal. Like, that's how I feel about it, and that's why I told her. And she's like, she goes, oh no, I disagree. She says, when I see that, I think it's hot, and I'm like, okay, well, if you want to do that, go right ahead. I don't really care. I told her like that, and she's like, okay, and then I was like, okay, and that's the last thing we heard about it. So far, we have no piercings, but just saying. I mean, she's got piercings. She's got like 6 in this ear, 7 in that ear. She's got 2 in the nose. She has 1 in the eyebrow. She had the belly button pierced, but then she took it out because children and stuff like that. She had this pierced. She had her tongue pierced, but she took that out for work and stuff like that. But yeah, when I first met my wife, she was fully pierced up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. But JJ piercings are kind of hot. That's where I thought Rick's was going. Ryan, Eric, you get more badass every day. I'm starting to get to know Eric a little bit more because of the film show and just DMing with him. Eric's got like an ADBC kind of thing. BC, that dude was in Vegas. He had some interesting experiences just in the few he shared, both on here and privately. And then AD, a little bit more mellow as far as what he shared. But yeah, I think, man, if you're living in Vegas and you're working in Vegas and you're doing some things in Vegas as a chef, I think you could have some pretty good fucking stories. I think Eric's got them all kind of tucked away, and he's just, every once in a while he'll toss one out there.
Yeah, I have him out on my channel when he was live with me, and it's just, you have lived a life,
Yeah.
I mean, my God, if he's ever going to get married or whatever, he's already done all his bullshit. He's got nothing left to do.
Yeah.
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 I mean, Vegas is just, it's interesting. The last time I went, me and my wife we were walking through one of the casinos. I forgot. We were kind of like high at the time, but because it's legal over there. It's legal.
Yeah,
it's legal.
Hell yeah.
We got some edibles, and we hit the strip and all that stuff.
Hell
we had a few friends with us. But we were going back to our room, and our friends, like, we just left them, and we were going because we were wanting to go to sleep. So we were going back to the room, and then, like, out of nowhere, there's a lady, and she's yelling at the elevator, and the elevator door closes, and she turns, and everything just flies out. Like these big fake giant, tatas.
Yeah.
Just flying out of her outfit. And she's just like boobs everywhere. And she's starting to walk really aggressively like towards us. And I'm just like, like,
yeah. You know how he's saying that now when his wife isn't around, but we know what happened.
She was like
floor,
like she was like this with the elbow. She was like that with the elbow, and I was like, yeah, yep. And then she walked past us, and then when she walked past, I was like, oh my god, and she was like, oh my god, and I was like, I know. I said, she was like, they were huge, and I was like, I know. And we just had this moment because it's just one of those things that you don't really see. Like when you see it, you're like, you don't know what to do. It's weird.
What did she do?
We just like had that moment, and then we went upstairs.
No, the woman who popped out. What did she do?
She kept going. We don't know. We didn't talk to her. She just kept going.
Even man, Johnny was quiet. He's looking at his wife. Shh, you'll scare him. They're skittish when nervous. Shh.
But by the way, on that note, I'm totally 100% total natural. Get that shit out of there. I do not want to see that shit. That looks just like so fake, so plastic. I am not down. I don't care about the size of that. Just give me natural.
Yeah, I like the natural, shape. It was just a weird sight to see, man. It was
yeah, that would be weird. Where are you staying, JG?
Jesus. That night we were at I want to say we were at the Luxor, I think, that night. Okay. Because what we do is that we get like rooms in different places.
Oh, and interesting.
When we go there, we usually stay for like 2 weeks because we go there every few years.
Oh,
so like we usually go for 2 weeks, and after a week, I'm kind of done. So like of like being crazy.
Yeah.
The first week is like you land, you don't sleep for 3 days, and you just you go insane. You hit the dispensary, you just start drinking, you start eating, like you just be a madman for you spend all this money for like the first couple days, first week. Then the second week is like, okay, we'll rent the bungalow for the day, stay by poolside, get drink service, food, stuff like that, and we'll kind of walk around a little bit, shop, take it easy. That's like the relaxed week. Then we'll come back home. But yeah, that first week is like fucking.
Are you a gambler, Johnny? Do you like to play slots or play cards?
Yeah, I like to play the slots. I don't do well in the table games. I've tried it like once or twice. And I'm like, yeah, this ain't for me.
Yeah.
So like I do pretty good with the slots. The first time I ever went to Vegas and I hit a slot machine, every time I touched one, I was winning $200, $700, $600. Like it was just like because I was playing like $10 a pull. And every time I hit something, it was like a couple $100 here, a couple $100 here. And we didn't pay for food or shows or anything that whole stay because we just got comped everything because I kept winning like crazy.
You get comped when you're winning.
Yeah.
And you to keep that pull,
Yeah. But the last time we went, it was bad. I got destroyed. But like, I lost everything I went there to play with. But, but we went there and we had a blast. Like for that first week, it was like the first 3 days. No sleep. It was just constant party, drink, and, all that stuff. And, you get it all out of your system every few years. It builds up and you're like, you get me out of my cage, And, and then once we go there, and let it all out,
I play blackjack only. I can count into a 2-card deck without much difficulty, but no one plays with the 2-card deck. And in downtown Vegas, if you go to the old school hotels, they'll play with a one. Yeah. They'll play with a 1 or 2-card shoe. But I'm talking 20 years ago when I still went there. But it's easy to do the math up to about 2 decks. After that, it becomes a little trickier. And I think, for me at least, you look like you're trying versus just being able to do a blasé.
Mm-hmm.
I miss Vegas when the mob ran it. It's totally different now.
Yeah. When I was too young to realize the mob ran it, I remember going to Circus right after it was built. And that was the shit when you're 10 years old because you can't gamble. Exactly. The Circus was the shit, boys.
Don't look shocked, Johnny. You're from Jersey. You know who ran Vegas for a while.
I get it from my parents. My parents go to Vegas every year. And so does my uncle. They go every year. So
now, Johnny, I want to ask you something because I know it's a little bit different, but you got and have had for 20, 30 years whenever they legalized it, Atlantic City right down the road or right up the road, wherever the hell you are.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Why travel all the way to fucking Vegas when you've got Atlantic City there? What's the difference for you?
Because Atlantic City's like it's like a there's like a hole in the wall when you do a comparison.
Okay.
Like the casinos and the hotels in Atlantic City are like it's like you're going to Best Western and then like you're gonna go to the Plaza. It's like
good analogy, Johnny. Good analogy.
Even though down to the food and like the atmosphere. No. We went like before we had kids. We would go just to go to Atlantic City just to play and like have a few drinks because the drinks are free and all that stuff. And like we get a room, we hang out. But no lie, we got a room at the House of Blues, in AC, which is a showboat. It's a showboat casino.
The old showboat. Okay, yeah.
And we got the House of Blues suite. We didn't get the House of Blues suite. We got another suite. We got a suite that was like straight out of 1980s, like cocaine, cocaine drug lord setting. Everything was like weird pastel pinks. There was mirrors everywhere. The coffee table was a mirror, and like you could,
neon lights everywhere too.
Yeah, it was so fucking bizarre, and everything was so dated and old and everything like that. And the room was pretty large. I mean, it was a large room, but it was like super cheap. And so like you went in there, and like everything was weird pastel pinks and old dated, looked like 1980s, like Scarface era kind of furniture. But what really got us was like the amount of mirrored surfaces there were. Like that was like, I was like, this is a room definitely like for cocaine users. Like you can cut it anywhere over there. Like the coffee table was all mirror. All the nightstands were all mirror. Like
or people that want to watch themselves fuck.
Yeah, or I guess it was so weird. It was so weird. And like it was it definitely was like, what the hell are we doing? But it was all right. But yeah, when you compare that to going to like a regular room in Vegas, it's like the quality is there, like everything from the TVs, everything, the fixtures in the bathroom, even the bathroom itself, like everything is so much more, of higher standard. So yeah, that's why. Yeah. I don't know what they're doing at AC. AC's like weird.
Vegas is so scientific about everything, for like the square footage, what goes in the rooms, the air quality in the rooms, what kind of thread count. They just they go so into everything, designed to make you want to stay longer and play more.
Right? Oh yeah.
The coolest thing, it's for most of you guys, if you've gone to Vegas, unless you're close, you flew in or live there. Coming from San Diego, it's about a 4-hour trip from San Diego. And once you're about an hour and a half, 2 hours up, it's just desolation at night. Desolate and dark. And as you're getting closer to the Nevada border, there's a couple places that have opened up right at what they call state line. And so you get this, like, a little pop of light. There's one casino hotel on one side of the street and then one casino hotel with a little amusement park on the other side of the freeway. And when you get to Vegas, man, it is just when it's pitch fucking black, dudes. And then the oasis just fucking opens. It's one of the most beautiful things to see. When I first came to Pittsburgh, the Pittsburgh International Airport is a good 20 miles or so, 20 minutes outside of Pittsburgh. You have to go through this thing called the Fort Pitt Tunnel to get to Pittsburgh. And once you come out of the Fort Pitt Tunnel, Pittsburgh is all right there, man. Downtown, the Heinz Field where the Steelers play, PNC Park where the Pirates play. It's one of the most gorgeous introductions to a city I've ever experienced, to a big city. That's how it is with Vegas, too, when you come in at night and you just see, boom, man. It's just one of those kind of spectacles that you don't catch if you fly into the airport.
Yeah, but driving in like you did, it's like that apocalyptic pleasure world, that you always hear about. That's kind of what you see in, like, when you're all pitch black, then, ooh,
Yeah, it is. It's otherworldly. It's completely different. You'll never. I suppose maybe New York City. If you could go from pitch black to New York City, but I think there's too many suburbs to do that. To have a similar kind of experience. It's really, really cool.
But it's just the way they designed everything, just for that effect, like a moth to a flame. You're like, take money.
Yeah,
take
totally.
money. I want to spend more. I want this.
And on the Strip, there's no. I think we all think about like residential areas when we think of the concept of a block as a measurement. There is no block longer than a fucking Vegas block, brother, on the Strip, man. That thing goes forever. You're like, God dang, when is the next block? It just doesn't happen. Eventually, you might have had a kid in the time it takes you to get to the next block. It takes forever to get to a next block. And I kind of like downtown a little bit more because it's a little more cozy and a little off the beaten
that's where you
path.
get stabbed. You get stabbed there. That's where you get stabbed. Just police. Yeah. No. At night, that's not fun. At night, I'm on edge at night over there. Fuck that, man. That's like crazy.
Situational awareness, Johnny. Always.
I'm looking over both shoulders, left and right, up, down. You never know where they're coming from. But I gotta tell you one thing. In Vegas over there, on the second week when we started to like explore and really eat at like restaurants and stuff like that, they have a ton of vegan restaurants.
Yeah.
Some of the best vegan food I ate was ever had was at Vegas. I had a burger. Like it was just like huge. It was this big, and it was like that fat. I took pictures of it. I don't know if I think it's on my Instagram. You have to dig a little deep, like a couple of years ago, but it's there, and like the food was just amazing. Like oh my god.
It doesn't surprise me, Johnny, because that's very much a West Coast. If you're on the West Coast vegan, whether it's Washington, Oregon, or California, that's a thing. And it's a half-hour flight from either LA or San Diego to Vegas. I mean, you literally get up in the air, level out, and drop back down. So it doesn't surprise me that those kind of like food customs or food ideas, because it's not really that far in length to, and particularly with so many people from California going there, that they would it's really I think an unappreciated mecca of food, because a lot of good food is there that you wouldn't think of.
I don't know if you can say unappreciated, because some of the top chefs in the world are out of Vegas.
Yeah, now they are. Yes.
Yeah, and you've always got people like, Gordon Ramsay opening a brand new restaurant out there. He's competing for top spots. So Vegas has really it was an adult playground, redefined itself, and now it's back to being a higher end adult playground with just better opportunities to get your money.
Yeah. I'm 20 plus years removed since the last time I've been there, so I may be talking a little old school there, Chris. But yeah, I agree with you. I mean, see you, Brett Berlin.
See you, Brett. One of the last nights, I think that the night before we had to, the last night we were there, I was paying like anywhere from $17 to $20 a drink. It was we went to one of these lounges, and it was just like every single one. I was like, God damn! All right, here.
Well, in my day, and again, we're talking about mid 90s, actually. It was custom for free drinks in any place you went to if you're gambling. At least on not slots, but at blackjack and any of the table games, I assume.
Yeah, they're free.
You get free drinks. Okay, I don't know if that was still a thing.
Yeah, it's still there. You give the girl $1.
Yeah, right.
And if you slip her a $5, she'll give you like a really good like strong drink. But they're pretty decent. Like $1 a piece, you get pretty like hammered just like that.
Yeah,
and yeah, but like at those lounges and stuff, you're paying like Jesus Christ, how many margaritas and rum and cokes and freaking pina coladas and all that stuff, and we were just I don't think I bought beer products for like a month or two after that.
You spent it all.
I was like, done. I had a good time though. Now I'm talking about it now, like I want to go. I want to go. Like I want to go tomorrow. Like I'm wearing the Chronic shirt. I want to go tomorrow. Like what?
JG, save your pennies, and maybe it can be a post-COVID vacation for you.
Yeah, I think when COVID's over, I think we're gonna take a trip, get a babysitter, and head out there and stuff. Yeah, fucking organize a beard meetup at Vegas. I'm still waiting. We got to do that. I want to do that.
Rona's got to go bye-bye. Rona's got to
go bye-bye, man. We got to get that shit under control, man.
Here's my issue with Vegas, Johnny. It seems to me that a lot of the companies are like, let's say Kansas is the mid-state, right?
Yeah.
They're Kansas or East, So doing a mid-state, a mid-country, thing. Now, Vegas would sure as hell be fun for everybody. But then if we're all doing a meetup, we don't, in my mind, we don't want to have multiple distractions. We all kind of want to hang out and go to the corner bar or what have you, Maybe we do. I don't fucking
we can
know.
Do that.
The Johnny Grooms cruise is still my favorite idea. That's still my favorite.
Yeah, it's a good idea. It's a good idea. But I think the Vegas thing would be pretty fun. Everyone could coordinate and just either stay at the same hotel or whatever, and then then it's just like we'll do it like how I do it. Unless if people don't want to do it like that. The first 3 days you just go. It's a 3-day bender, and that's it.
Okay, so it's a weekend.
We'll just take it from there.
It's a usual weekend. Just keep me away from Instagram, so I'm not trying to hug anybody.
Nobody goes to sleep. Nobody sleeps, and you keep up, and we keep it moving. That's it.
I think.
Go ahead, Chris.
I just want to see Bearded Life out in Vegas. He'd have an aneurysm from all that fun. He'd just be like, "I'm fine."
Yeah, I do like the cruise idea. 2022 is when we're actually gonna go on the real cruise. That's the year we picked to go, and that's it. So 2022. That's the time I'm taking a cruise. I'm going on a cruise.
I think, and I'm being honest here. I'm not just like wishful thinking. I'm gonna arrogantly say that this is an idea that should begin at therapy and then spread outwards. I would love, and it's going to be a little bit tougher for guys like Chris who are way west, but I would really love if we could get 100 guys to commit to some kind of beard meetup, and let's say only 40 of them made it. That's fine, you know. But the idea that we could get a bunch of dudes together. Remember, a few years ago, Dan C went down to Orlando. You know, he met some guys up. I want an event, dudes. Yeah. I want like a beard convention minus the convention hall. All of us picking a city, finding places to stay, finding a couple places where we can congregate, and just do it. Just to be able to shake hands, hug dudes, and chat on the real. I would fucking love that, and I would make that space on my calendar so quickly, man.
Everyone bring like a shit ton of beard products. We could do swaps.
All that shit, whatever.
I don't
what the fuck ever.
I have 3 kids. I'll start walking now. Just point me in the right direction. You know?
If it happened, I would start a brand new credit card just for the purpose to buy motherfuckers drinks that I want to buy drinks. You know, just to have that kind of time. That's the kind of time I want to. We can do it, boys. We can do it. We've got enough heads up time. COVID, let's be realistic. We're not going to be off the yoke of COVID till at least 6 to 10 months. And even then we still might be doing shit. But let's call it a year. Let's call it summer of 2021 at the earliest. We could do that, dudes.
Easily.
We could all save our pennies. You know, maybe we could even go on tour. Maybe we could just sit there and have a few meetup spots so that Chris doesn't have to fly his ass all the way from Oregon unless he wants to.
That.
You know what? I think we got a Western core, we got a Southern core, we got an Eastern core.
Shit.
I just think that it would fucking happen.
I can do this.
I'm thinking like you know, the beard therapy road trip tour.
Yeah.
You know?
Dude, if you and I could do that, oh fuck, that would be so fucking awesome. We could take a month off in the summer and just
my liver will be able to. Oh my god,
my wife would never let me do it. God,
yeah, no, neither will mine.
That would be so fun, Johnny Greens. But legit, I'm throwing it out there. We will be jerking each other up. Oh, I don't think Chris is down for that, but I'm with you there, Ryan.
Holy shit.
Sober Chef Eric, I'm working on one in Denver. Ryan escalated that so quick. Hey, James, the thought was in the room, okay? He just brought it to the forefront.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Way to go.
We could meet in Kansas, but who the fuck wants to meet in Kansas? Exactly, Ryan. Plus, we don't want Brett Berlin to just rest on his laurels. Make his blue wrench ass drive. Get his ass out there. Oh, you just drew a tear. That is great, guys.
Ron said, "No, I'm not going."
No, I'm not a Marine. No.
He's Army.
I'm Army.
Oh, shit.
I can talk in more than one-word sentences. I'm good.
I know very little about Chris, but somehow I stumbled across the fact that he was fucking Army, and I remember that. I remember that shit. All right, so this is the goal. Johnny, I think you and I, at least every 6 to 8 weeks, maybe less, we'll talk in DMs. Yeah, I really want to make this fucking happen, JG.
Yeah, I know. I want to.
21 at the earliest. 21 is a pipe dream, I think, but 22 might be more doable or anywhere in between. I would love it. I truly would love it. Assuming we're all fucking here. Who knows? You know, Chris might be like, fuck you, bearded guys. I'm going all knives. Who knows what the hell's going to happen? But I think the only way this shit happens is someone's got to put it on the table and we all pick it up and run with it like marathon runners, dudes. Denver has legal weed. Oh, fuck you, Eric. God, don't be. So does Jersey now. Shit, I could just go right next door.
Yeah, by the time
Oregon has it, Washington has it.
Has it? Yeah.
Yeah, Jersey will be in full effect in a few months.
Eric, I just didn't like crayons, so keep talking, Devil Dog. You're fine.
I like that you go with Devil Dog. Out of all the many nicknames, you at least go with a positive one, you know? Oh, dear. All right, boys. It is 10:36. So I'm serious. We're going to revisit this topic right here and now. Pass it in DMs. This is the starting point. This is the germination of the seed, boys and girls. Well, there's no girls, boys. All right. Firstly, I want to thank all my veterans out there in the audience and on my screen. It is Veterans Day. It's a shame, and I'm saying this as a school teacher. It's a shame it is not a holiday that all schools celebrate, because God damn it, if we didn't have veterans, we wouldn't have a fucking nation like we have right now.
That's true.
That's number one. Number two, I want to thank Chris. Put his army to the side. I want to thank Chris for coming and hanging with us. Dude has I always talk about Johnny being one of the most innovative dudes out there for all this shit. Chris has got a hell of a channel, man. If you can't find something you're going to like between books, real talk, knives, beards, then your ass just is a fucking prick. That's all I'm going to say. Chris has got something that you're going to want to engage in at some point. Check Chris's shit out, and he's got a ton of it. No matter what it is, he's got a ton of it. Brother, thank you. I don't know where I put it. There it is. Thank you for this. Legit, I appreciate that. And thank you for your time here. Thank you for and thank you for the Johnny Slicks code and the Johnny Slicks giveaway, man.
Told you, I'm bringing the fun tonight, you know? If you come on therapy, you got to come big. That's all I'm saying, you know?
That's what he said, and he did so. We're going to go round the horn real quick. I will start this Saturday, second episode, Beards on Film, Silly Films. Me, Sober Chef Eric, Joe Downey, Bearded Life Joe. We're going to tackle some silly films on my channel on YouTube. Enjoy it. United Beards of America to come every couple of weeks. Chris, anything you want to announce?
This Friday, I'm dropping my first review of the holiday packs that come out in the stores for a night. If you want an easy way to pick up some good quality beater blades, this is the perfect time of year, because these companies drop like 2 or 3 in a pack for a very affordable price.
Oh, okay.
So this Friday, we'll Gerber.
Take it from the man who knows, Johnny Grooms.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to do a beard product review at some point, either tomorrow or Friday, maybe. We'll see. I don't know. I don't plan anything. I go on thoughts and feelings. But on Friday I'll be on with Bearded Practitioner. We have the round table. Not round table. What is it called? Oh geez. What is it called again? Reviewers table. That's what it is called. Hey. I think Chris will be there too.
Yeah, he might be there.
I think Chris is always there. Because he's part of the crew.
Bad thing.
He's part of the crew. No, he's part of it. He's a member of the of the reviewers table. So
right.
It's every other Friday, and this
and
Friday
it's a good time.
Yeah, we're doing it. Yeah, what time is it? I think it's at 9:00. Yeah, it's at 9:00 Friday. Beard Practitioner's channel.
Beard Practitioner's channel. Right.
I'm not good of a promo person, so I'm sorry.
Also, guys, those of you that need to watch your wallets a little bit more tightly, we're coming up on Black Friday. Hold off unless you got to have it. But hold off, because most of the beard companies that you love are going to offer a killer deal, and many of them are. I made a killing last year on Black Friday. Give it another week or two, let it build up, and go have some fucking fun, guys. This is the best time of year to be a beardsman.
When is Black Friday again?
Should be. I would think next week we're going to start getting some announcements, because it's 2 weeks, Johnny.
And if you guys are into Johnny Slicks, they're dropping some very new product on Black Friday.
There you go.
A whole new product line's dropping that day.
Wait a minute. Isn't Black Friday like the day of Thanksgiving?
The day after Thanksgiving.
Technically the day after. 2 weeks, Johnny. 2 weeks from this Thursday is Thanksgiving.
Really? Okay.
God, yes. Right.
Hey, I live in a time bubble where everything is the same exact
I'm
week.
with you.
Like the past few months, it's already been like 50 years, it feels like. So
yeah. And hey, Come back to therapy the week after Thanksgiving, and we will have a segment where we talk about our Black Friday kills, because I think that's kind of fun, because we all can't hit up all the Black Friday deals, right? So it'll be fun to hear what you guys chose, what you guys zeroed in on, and what you guys got. All right, boys.
It's a crap blade, Grooms. Get it gone.
It does the pointy stab. It's enough. All right.
You're safer with a butter knife.
I think next week, since Johnny and Chris are going back and forth, I think next week is an open week. Let me double check that real quick with Johnny Grooms. I know for a fact, to ring in Thanksgiving, we're going to have James Pershing and the only Helifat in some kind of pot-themed Thanksgiving episode. I forget what they call it. Danksgiving, I think is what they're calling it.
Oh, okay. Nice.
But they're bringing the thunder on the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. JG, I think that's all we got. We're out of here.
Later. Have a good night. Have a good week. See y'all on the next one. Later.